Welcome to the video replay for Double Up Trivia for September 6th, 2020. This video is just going to contain the questions and answers. I'm not going to explain the rules or the scoring, other than to say that for round 1 and round 2 there will be 8 questions and 8 answers. There'll be a speed round between those rounds, and then there'll be a final question. I'll just take a few seconds after reading each question before revealing the answer, so if you want more time to think about the questions and answers, just go ahead and pause the video after each question and before I read the answer. Again, if you want to join the live event, please join us at twitch.tv/yearofglad every Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. It's free to play, so please head on over there for the live event. But for now, here is the replay for September 6th, 2020, round 1. Question number 1. What word, coined by André-Marie Ampère, describes a coil wound into a helical shape through which electrical current is passed in order to create a magnetic field? That word is solenoid. Round 1, question number 2. The set of 7 polygons shown here is a puzzle with what name, which, by changing its first letter, makes a word that describes a sentence which uses all 26 letters of the alphabet? And that puzzle, consisting of those 7 polygons, is known as a tangram, and a sentence that uses all 26 letters of the alphabet is known as a pangram. Round 1, question number 3. What singer was the most famous casualty of the December 10th, 1967 plane crash near Madison, Wisconsin, a crash whose only survivor was a member of the Bar-Kays? That singer was Otis Redding. The Bar-Kays were Redding's backing band. Round 1, question number 4. On the day after Christmas, 1825, a group of Russian officers and soldiers, now known collectively by what name, led a protest against Tsar Nicholas's assumption of the throne on the previous day? That protest took place on the day after Christmas, which is in the month of December, and they were known as the Decemberists, similar to the indie rock band the Decemberists, although spelled a little bit differently. Round 1, question number 5. What name is given to the group of betting systems in which the bettor doubles his or her wager after each loss, thereby guaranteeing that they will eventually win back any previous losses in addition to their initial stake? The name given to that group of betting systems, that is the martingale system. One of the big problems with it is that the house has infinite funds, at least relative to the player. Round 1, question number 6. Your aunt and uncle have a child. What relationship is that child's grandchild to you? In this case, that child's grandchild is your first cousin twice removed. Your aunt and uncle's child is your first cousin, and then their grandchild is 2 generations removed from yours. Round 1, question number 7. 2 Ukrainians with what last name are the brothers with the most world heavyweight title fight wins between them, 40, and are often considered the best heavyweight boxers of their era? Those 2 brothers share the last name Klitschko. They are Vitaly and Vladimir, and at one point they held all 6 of boxing's major championship belts in the heavyweight division. Round 1, question number 8. A long question. What 3-letter word ends the last names of the actor who originated the title role in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, the comedian who roomed with Andrew Dice Clay shortly after emigrating to the United States in 1977, and the actor who voiced the Grinch in How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 1966? And teams for a bonus 4 points could give the last names of all 3 of those people in order. So this question asks for the 3-letter word at the end of the last names of those actors. That 3-letter word is off, and those actors are Gary Berghoff, the comedian Yakov Smirnoff, and Boris Karloff. And that's the end of round 1. Between rounds 1 and 2, there is a speed round, and this week the speed round was the Datadash round. There are 4 questions, and for each question, teams are asked simply to give a number, for each of the 4 questions, and then the teams are scored based on how close their answers are to the actual answers. In this week's Datadash questions, number 1, from their inception in 1929 through the ceremony held on February 9th, 2020, how many Oscar statuettes have been awarded? Datadash question 2 this week, how many total planes were in the 2 waves of Japanese planes that attacked Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941. Datadash question number 3, the Great Pyramid of Giza was the tallest man-made structure in the world until what year? And the last Datadash question for this week, how many prime numbers are less than 10,000? And in the actual event, teams have 2 minutes to complete and turn in their answers for these 4 Datadash questions. For this replay, here are the answers. There have been 3,140 Oscar statuettes awarded since 1929. There were 353 Japanese planes that attacked Pearl Harbor. The Great Pyramid of Giza was the tallest man-made structure until 1311, when the spires of Lincoln Cathedral in Lincoln, England were completed. And there are 1,229 prime numbers less than 10,000. After the speed round, again this week the speed round was Datadash, after the speed round, the quiz moves to round 2, which works exactly the same as round 1. Round 2, question number 1, the dirty joke, which usually begins, a man walks into a talent agent's office and has a setup which concludes with a line such as, what do you call your act? Has what punchline? And that dirty joke has a punchline of the aristocrats. Round 2, question number 2. In the Felix the Cat TV series from 1958 to 1961, Felix's archenemy has a nerdy, bookish nephew who wears thick glasses, a lab coat, a mortarboard, and has what name? That nerdy, bookish nephew's name is Poindexter. Round 2, question number 3. What was the last name of Yvonne, Annette, Cecile, Emily, and Marie, all of whom became wards of the crown shortly after their births in Ontario in 1934? And those 5 people were the Dion quintuplets. Round 2, question number 4. In chess, a position in which a single piece can capture either of 2 of an opponent's pieces with the player's next move is referred to by the name of what common household item? And in chess, that position is known as a fork. Round 2, question number 5. What actor, nominated for Best Actor for 1953's From Here to Eternity, made his last film appearance in 1989's Field of Dreams? That actor appeared as Moonlight Graham in Field of Dreams, and that was Burt Lancaster. Round 2, question number 6. WWF wrestler Brutus Beefcake's nickname, earned after administering a particular post-match punishment, alludes to what character with a 6-letter name, the main character in operas by both Rossini and Mozart? Brutus Beefcake's nickname was the Barber, and that is an allusion to the character of Figaro, who is the Barber of Seville and the main character in Mozart's The Marriage of Figaro. Round 2, question number 7. What Spanish word for detour is, with its native pronunciation, part of the name of a famous street, and with its anglicized pronunciation, a sporting event? The Spanish word for detour is rodeo, as in Rodeo Drive, or of course, the sporting event rodeo. Round 2, question number 8. What pigment, used extensively in paintings such as The Great Wave off Kanagawa and Starry Night, is also used to sequester ingested heavy metals and is on the World Health Organization's list of essential medicines? Of course, both of those paintings have a lot of dark blue in them, and the pigment in question is Prussian blue, which is used to isolate ingested thallium as well as radioactive cesium. And that brings us to the end of round 2 and leaves just round 3, in which teams are given a group of clues. In this case, there are 9 clues, and they have to give just 5 answers, and they get points based on how rare those answers are. This week's round 3, the covers of 9 albums have been combined to make the collage on the next page. Every part of the collage appears in the same location it appears on its actual album cover. And teams had to give 5 of the 9 musical artists represented in the collage. And here is the collage of 9 album covers. And we'll take a look at the answers for that collage. Here are the answers from left to right, top to bottom. We have Fiona Apple, The Velvet Underground. The upper right is Franz Ferdinand. Then in the second row, starting at the left, we've got Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. The center is Bruce Springsteen. And the rightmost middle is the Beastie Boys. In the lower left, we have Daft Punk. There's the full album. Then we have Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John. And finally, in the lower right, that is Nevermind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. And that finishes this week's replay of Double Up Trivia. Thanks for watching. Again, please come join the actual live trivia event, Sundays, 7 p.m. Pacific, at twitch.tv/Year of Glad. It's free to play. Come hang out, play along, and learn something new. Thanks for watching.